solution for failure to comply with the gender law and explains why most escapists feel Parliament may yet again get away with this should Wednesday gender vote flop for the third time.
The white turbans that have become the face of renewed clamour for gender parity in Parliament, where the National Assembly is set for a crucial vote Wednesday afternoon on a bill sponsored by Majority Leader Aden Duale, seeking to enforce the elusive not more than 2/3 gender law beginning after the 2022 polls.
There isn't the necessary political will or intent to actually pass this law. So I would be very, very surprised myself if a miracle happens on that day and we get this law passed.
But does Parliament face any repercussions if this bill flops on Wednesday? In March 2017, Justice John Mativo of the High Court had warned that any Kenyan could petition the Chief Justice to advise the President to dissolve Parliament if the gender law was not enacted within 60 days.
We are the 44th tribe.
Nevertheless, the 11th Parliament frustrated 2 attempts to enact the gender law, both at the National Assembly and the Senate. A subsequent petition for dissolution of Parliament to Chief Justice David Maraga by the Center for Rights Education Awareness continues to gather dust 1 year on, after the 11th Parliament ended its term with the August 8th elections.
If he did not advise the President, why? Because the Constitution is framed on mandatory terms. He shall advise the President. If he advised the President, then let him come out and say so that Kenyans may know that the President was duly advised, but he neglected or rejected or ignored that advice.
The wording of the Constitution is advise the President to dissolve Parliament. The President can do it. The President can ignore that advice within the law, because the same Constitution says if they fail, then we repeat the process again.
Parliament had appealed the Mativo 2017 ruling in a suit still pending at the appellate court. Drafters of the 2010 Constitution had given Parliament a 5-year window to enact 48 mandatory legislations. Article 261(7) dictated that if Parliament fails to enact the legislation, the Chief Justice shall advise the President to dissolve Parliament. Of the 48 mandatory legislations, only the gender parity law is pending.
It's now 8 years.
But can any Kenyan invoke this clause should the Wednesday vote flop?
The dissolution mechanism set out in the Constitution referred to that period of the implementation of the Constitution. We failed to do so, and it is spent.
I see a difficult situation ahead that will set the political wing of government into sharp controversy or conflict, or unnecessary battle with the judicial arm of government. But so far as the issue is concerned, Parliament should pass this bill as a matter of priority.
Let us see the quorum that will be there, but I can assure you 100%, I feel it in me because I have seen it in the men colleagues, that they want to do something that even their girls would remember them for. So I believe that they will come in, we shall have the numbers, and we are going to pass this thing.
Duale will need 233 members of Parliament to be in the chambers and to vote for the bill. A further vote of 45 of the 67 senators is mandatory before the bill can be presented to President Kenyatta to sign it into law.